Well, Jones, number 39, will jump it with Alton Lister, number 53. Officials are ready. Paul Mihalik will throw it up, and it's tipped on the near side and controlled by the Bucks, and it's Paul Pressey. Near side, Dunleavy. Holds on, gets out to Cummings. Swing it far side, down and under to Dunleavy, but broken up and controlled by Caldwell Jones. And this is Zenas Whatley bringing it up. First time up, Whatley, number 3. Orlando Woodridge, of course, with the familiar 0. Johnson, who played maybe his best game as a Bull last night. Got it to Whatley, but wasn't able to hang on. Got it right back. Woodridge pulls up, going to put it up, and it'll go for O, and it's 2-0.
Pretty tough off-balance shot by Woodridge. Went one-on-one a lot last night. Looked good in that shot.
And they bring it up to the Milwaukee Bucks with Pressey. Paul Pressey out of Tulsa. Looks like quarter court on the far side and stops it right there, trying to set something up.
Looks like Pressey's playing guard, and they got Moncrief down low at forward.
That basket, I don't believe, will count. It was a foul before he got it away.
You know, Jordan's probably playing against one of the top defensive players in the league right now. Probably the top defensive guard in Moncrief. Very quick, can jump, agile. Michael's got his hands full tonight trying to get his shots.
Steve Johnson with the foul. He only had 2 last night, and that's encouraging because foul trouble has been his history in the league. Moncrief, no. Taken off in there by Jones. Gets it away to Whatley, trying to run it, bringing it up in a hurry. Gets it to Jordan on the wing. On the corner, no. Tapped out of there, controlled by Lister, and the Bucks will move it up the other way. Almost traveled with that ball, almost carried it. Gets it away to Dunleavy. Going to take it back outside and set it up.
Oh yeah, they're gonna slow it down a little bit. They don't want to get in a running game with the Bulls because the Bulls have much more depth than they do at this point.
Dunleavy from way out, going to be way short. Turn around, no, by Pressey. And here come the Bulls again. Look at Jordan go in the paint, then near side, Woolridge, no. It's still 2-0. Milwaukee trailing, long down court, Moncrief, and he will get it on a skimming.
Well, when Jordan penetrates like that playing guard, somebody's got to go back for him.
So Whatley walks it up this time. Dunleavy right there to check him. Whatley out of Alabama, second year. Uh-oh, slapped away. Good move by Pressey. They're slapping it away. Dunleavy, long down court. And that'll be Moncrief driving baseline, too far under, but got it away anyway, and he was fouled.
Well, Sidney can do it all, especially one-on-one. Just, you know, he doesn't look very strong, but he is. Just took that ball, used his strength, and got it up to the hoop. There he is on the wing. This is what we call a semi-fast break, Milo. You know, it's not a breakaway, but everybody's still trying to find their man, and that gives a guy a lot of maneuverability when people are looking around for his man and they're not able to help. Sidney just beating down the baseline, and no one was there to help.
Caldwell Jones with a foul, his first second-team foul. Moncrief goes to the line. He has all 4 of their points. He'll try to make it 5 here.
You know, the breakdown occurred probably on the Bulls' offensive end. It wasn't a very good down screen for Jordan on the weak side. They have to run their half-court offense a little bit better. They have to understand that that's very important.
So Moncrief misses the free throw. It's still 4-2, Bucks over Bulls. Whatley to Jordan. Jordan right on the quarter court. Top of the key to Orlando, down the lane, and he got the shot away. It'll go, and he was fouled.
Well, that's what Orlando does so well. You think after a while they'd force him left. He just comes off a screen right here, puts the ball real strong to his right hand, and Orlando has gained a lot of strength. Beat his man. Dunleavy couldn't stop him, no way. Let's look at it again. Up there, we had some help from Lister on the weak side, but not soon enough. Orlando high off the glass.
Back to live, free throw missed by Woolridge, so we're tied at 4. Second tie in the early going. It was 2-0 Bulls, then it was 2-2. 4-2 Bucks. The Bulls have now tied it. Woolridge has all 4 for Chicago. Moncrief has all 4 for Milwaukee. And a good drive and a layover by Moncrief. A good move.
Well, they just spread the floor out a little bit. Sid got the ball at the free throw line. He's going to be tough for stop for anybody. Rookie, it's going to be even tougher.
All right, you go to quarter court far side. Jones to Johnson. Checked by Cummings. Drives by him. Wouldn't fall for him. Taken off by Terry Cummings. Former All-American for the Blue Demons at DePaul. Driving down the lane. A fingertip roll is good by Pressey.
Well, they got to get back and pick their people up. Milwaukee will push it up. You give them the advantage. They got a younger team now. You got to remember that.
So it is 8-4. That's the first time somebody scored besides Moncrief for them. Whatley guarded by Dunleavy. Takes it over. Jordan makes a move. Goes baseline. Tried to get it away and did, but slapped away on the shot attempt by Steve Johnson. It'll be touched last by a Milwaukee Buck, and the Bulls will have it at quarter court on the near side. Kevin Lockery trying to get his charges going here. They won him in a fairly impressive manner last night. Their home opener, trailing early here. Jordan hangs and doesn't get it. Rolls in, rolls out. Still 8-4, Milwaukee. Dunleavy, checked by Watley. Dishes off finally to Moncrief, to Cummings. Back to Moncrief. Pulls up, 12-footer, no, off the glass. Taken off by Prissy. And as he tries to get down into the paint, he's been fouled. On Woolridge.
Well, let's look at the follow here. Orlando had his hand on it, just didn't quite get it. Pressy, pretty big for a guard, 6'7", just takes it back into Orlando, grabs him, kind of foolish. You know, Michael Jordan's got his hands on his knees already. Both he and Moncrief got their hands full on both ends tonight. You know, when you're chasing a guy like Moncrief, it'll tend sometimes to take a little bit away from your offense because you're a little bit tired.
All right, Prissy gets the free throw.
It's going to be a great matchup to watch all night long. So far, the old seasoned veteran Moncrief has a little advantage.
Prissy trying to make it 2 for 2. Spins around, and he gets the good roll each time. So it is now a 10-4 game. 6-point lead for Milwaukee. 8:24 remaining in the opening quarter. Tried to alley-oop it to Johnson, and he got it.
He did. Nice pass by Michael Jordan. Another interesting thing is he's going to draw a lot of traffic, which is going to allow guys to be a little more open and really to play a little bit better than their talent.
Dunleavy, Lister, a good job in there by Jordan. Boy, he just moved by his man, stole it. Going to go down the lane, flip, and got it. What a play by Michael Jordan.
Well, he shows his strength right there defensively. He just came around, out-muscled Moncrief, took it end-to-end for the hoop.
Terry Cummings fades on the dotted line, doesn't get it. Slapped away by Caldwell Jones, and out of bounds.
Now let's watch Michael take the ball to the hoop. A little doopsie-doo here. Comes across. That's just God-given talent there. Nice move. Let's look at it again for another angle. He kind of splits the defensive men. Good, smart move for a rookie.
All right, the last foul was on Terry Cummings.
Both guys are kind of looking and say, hey, you take him. No, you take him. I'll take him. Nobody takes him.
And as they try to move in, the whistle blows.
Hey, you got mine. Coaches are up and at him the whole game. They're probably as tired as the players.
Watley just wouldn't fall for him. Tip wouldn't go either. And another tip, and a foul has been called.
Yeah, Watley did that very well last night. They go to the 1-4 offense. He isolates himself, goes one-on-one, takes it to the hoop. Now watch this here. Here's the difference. You're going to see a two-handed follow on this. You see Orlando missing. Now watch. There's a two-handed follow in the foul. Now that's why he's going to the free throw line. If it would have been a one-handed tip, it would have been a loose ball foul, and they would have taken the ball out on the side.
Foul was on Terry Cummings, his second. Steve Johnson's free throw is good.
Good shot there by the infamous Arnie Harris.
You've got it. Johnson, who last year was a 58% free throw shooter. See if he can get 2 for 2, and he does. That gives him 4, ties him with Woolridge. The leading scorer is Moncrief with 6, and we are tied at 10. It's our third tie in the early going. We've been tied at 2, 4, and 10. Cummings makes a little move, then a jumper, and it's good. Cummings gets his first points of the night. They've gone back in front 12-10.
You know, nice fadeaway jumper. I'm surprised they're not using Cummings' quickness more against Johnson. Here's the...
Take it in the corner to Jordan. Rolls along the baseline. Flip over, and he got it.
Yeah, it was a great move. He just used a little bit too much of the floor. Stepped on the line. Bucks ball.
Boy, but he showed you a little move, though, didn't he?
He's awful quick, isn't he, for that size?
12-10 Bucks. They have the ball.
They're going to work on him now down here defensively.
Moncrief right there with him. Cummings turns around. 15-footer. Won't roll for him. Taken off by Woolridge. Gets it away to Watley. Watley wants to bring it up in a hurry. Looking out from behind. Slips it away over on the far side. Jordan going to drive. Blocked and tipped by Johnson.
Good follow by Johnson. He did that very well last night. He's a big, strong, muscular guy. Takes up a lot of room underneath the hoop. He's going to get a lot of tip-ins like that.
All right, we've got a timeout on the floor, and we are tied at 12. Woolridge, same 5 that broke for the timeout. Same is true for the Bucks. So here we go, tied at 12. A little turnaround left-hander by Lister, no good. Tried to tap it, it wouldn't go either. Steve Johnson with the board. Watley, Jones driving, and that'll be goaltending.
Well, it went in anyway. You know, that's really moving out on the break when you got your 7-foot center coming down, filling the wing. That's what's going to allow the Bulls to break a lot. You got a guy like Caldwell Jones. He's your big guy, and he's one of the first guys down the floor.
That's his first point as a Bull, because believe it or not, last night playing in an NBA game did not get a point, and that will not go by Moncrief. Battling for it underneath, and Lister comes out of there with it. So the Bucks have it right back. Cummings drive, changes hands, wouldn't go. Rebound, Woolridge gets it to Watley. Looking for both wings, slips it off to Woolridge, drives, and he got it. A beautiful play by Orlando.
Well, again, you see Watley bringing the ball down here. Jordan on one wing and Woolridge on the other. you know, everybody was kind of leaning to Jordan, which left Orlando open going to the hoop.
And as you said, draw the attention and slip it the other way, and that's just the way they worked at that time. So they've come from 6 down to 4 up. That's a 10-point swing by the Bulls here. Terry Cummings fires. It'll go. He got the good high bounce that time.
Well, they didn't go to Terry early in the game, but they've gone to him a lot lately now. I thought they would take advantage of his quickness over Steve Johnson, but Steve's playing a heck of a game so far.
All right, Watley to Johnson. Cummings almost got over the shoulder. Going to give it back to Mo Watley. Going to shoot from 18 feet. It won't go. And slapped out of there by Jones, and it'll go out of bounds. He was trying to slap it out where a teammate could handle it, but nobody was there. So Milwaukee will have it. Moncrief will put it in play at midcourt. Don Nelson and Kevin Lockery, the opposing coaches here. Only the second game of the season for the Bulls, the opener for Milwaukee. Last year, Milwaukee was 50-32. The Bulls 27-35. That's 3 points by Dunleavy. He gets his first points of the night.
Well, you can't leave Mike open there in that corner. It's a shorter 3-pointer. They're posting Cummings up down low, forcing Watley to double. Mike will shoot that 3-pointer.
Orlando brings the Bulls right back to the front with 8 points for him.
Shoot that jumper, oh, I'll tell you, he's showing me some stuff this year shooting a J.
18-17. We have had 4 ties and 6 lead changes in the early going as Watley putting on a little pressure in the backcourt, but Dunleavy will solve it. Moving off to the left.
I'm sure Kevin knows that, you know, the Bucks aren't real deep at this particular point, so he's going to try to wear him down a little bit by putting a lot of pressure on him.
Down into press, he goes over the dotted line, a little soft roll, and he got it, gets him 6. 19-18, Milwaukee. Way down court, couldn't handle it. Dunleavy looking on the near wing, Cummings, and slapped away. Foul's been called on Michael Jordan.
Well, Michael got real long arms, got quick hands. He's going to learn, though, that he can't get away with obvious fouls like this. Even sometimes when you steal the ball like this, even clean, like he might have done there. Let's take another look at it. The ref, you know, he's not used to seeing those quick hands like that, so he's going to call the foul.
That's number 1 on Jordan and number 4 on the Bulls. And Cummings at the line. He's a 72% free throw shooter from last year with the Clippers, and he gets that one to give him 5 for the evening, and they've gone in front by 2.
Yeah, Terry looks like he's having a little bit of trouble getting into the Bucks offense. Therefore, they're really trying just to obviously post him up one-on-one to get him into the flow of the game.
That gives him 6, and they have a 3-point lead, so it's moved back and forth here. Bucks had a 6-point lead, Bulls by 4, now the Bucks by 3 again. That gives you the seesaw effect of this one with 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Watley to Michael Jordan. Pulls up, gets it to Johnson, and it won't go as he was hammered on that baseline.
Well, super feed. Michael used his
2 field goals, 2 free passes, and he doesn't get this one.
You know, Johnson was impressive last night with 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. He played one heck of a right in the fourth quarter. He had a lot of jump shots on what we've talked about, the semi-fast break for the secondary break. He broke open and got some nice jumpers, was 12 for 18 from the field.
Steve Johnson's free throw cuts it to a 2-point Milwaukee lead. Moncrief driving, and Daly was on him. And a little nitpicky for 3:48 mark in the first quarter. Moncrief at the line. He has 6 points, 3 field goals. And the free throw is good by Moncrief, gives him 7. And Mokeski is going to come in.
Big ball, 7 foot, 250 out of Kansas. You know, the Kings tried to sign him to a contract, and the Bucks matched it, so he's back in Milwaukee.
Mokeski from Kansas, class of 79. The free throw good again by Moncrief, gives him 8. He's 2 for 3 from the line with that pair together, and it's 23-19. They've gone back to a 4-point lead. Bulls' biggest lead was 4. Woolridge back out to Jones. Comes back near side Watley. Orlando had a push off there as Orlando tried to get the ball. And I think Pressey was caught again, and he was. That's his 3rd already, Craig.
Good smart move by Watley. He knows that Orlando is much stronger, much bigger than Pressey. So they isolated him down low and got him the ball one-on-one to maneuver on him.
All right, Woolridge will be at the line. Woolridge has 8 points, 4 field goals, 72% free throw shooter from last year. Orlando Woolridge gets the nice soft roll and gives him 9.
Pretty good roll for this time of year.
Kenny Fields, the youngster from UCLA. And Pressey with those 3 fouls going to get a little rest here.
Kenny got some time in exhibition, averaged 9 points a game and 4.5 rebounds. You know, we heard a guy ask him if he was disappointed he didn't get to play with Marcus Johnson this year. If Marcus would have been here, he would have played a lot. So I bet he's glad to see Marcus go west.
Well, he was also ever the diplomat. He says it's going to be nice to play with a guy like Terry Cummings, too. So he covered all bases, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
23-21 Johnson with yet another board. So he's picking right up where he left off last night. That's Woolridge. Pulls up and fires. It won't go. Taken down by McCeskey. McCeskey, the 7-footer. And as the Bucks move down court, a foul from behind. We've got John Mengelt with the Bulls on the road in Milwaukee. At the moment, the Bucks are leading by 2. Moncrief at the line. Last foul was on Daly, and the free throw by Moncrief is good, gives him 9. So, and there are the details on that camera night. Moncrief again, and that gives him 10. The last 4 have been from the line. He had 3 quick field goals early. Now he's the leading scorer for them with 10. Woolridge has 10 for the Bulls.
They're in a little zone pressure here, and Daly going up. Bingo!
Oh, yes. Oh, he can come off that bench. He likes that roll now. Kenny Fields, dotted line, layover, no good. Follows, and he gets it. Kenny Fields stayed right with it.
Nice pass to himself. You know, the Bucks are playing right into Daly's hands if they go into that zone, because he could be. I bet he was a great zone breaker in college.
Watley trying to get some room, gets in the dotted line, tries to Watley's free throw, no good.
Last night he came out smoking early, had 3 or 4 field goals. He ended the game with 11 points and 10 assists.
And assists is what you look for from him. Last year, 8th in the league with 8.3, and that was a good rookie year for him, wasn't it, with those assists?
Oh, yeah, it's one of the toughest jobs to learn how to play. Other than center, I think point guard is the toughest position to learn.
Dunleavy tried the 3-pointer. It didn't work, and Watley pulls up, wants some help. Corzine couldn't handle it. It wasn't a good pass to him as it was. It was down around his feet. That much you could do with that. Here comes Milwaukee now leading by 3, 27-24. Moncrief to Brewer. Brewer out of Minnesota, second-year man. They're not booing, they're brewing. That's Brewer.
Oh, good block by Corzine.
Yes,
nice
sir.
block.
And he stayed right with it and got the ball. Watley on the wing to Daly. Pulls up and didn't get it this time. Watley tried to go up, and he went over the back of Brewer.
Well, I don't know about that call. And Johnson.
Brewer gets the free throw, his first point.
And Corzine. They've made a nice outlet pass on that last break. You know, that's what the good pros will do. They'll get that ball out on a break so you can begin a break. Otherwise, it can never happen.
Brewer ends up 1 for 2 that time at the line. Bucks are in front of the Bulls by 4. 1:18 remaining in the first quarter. Michael Jordan, who came back in, gets it to Higgins. Swinging it over to Johnson. He's going to pump an 18-footer. It'll be way short. Didn't hit an air ball, really. And we got a break because Moncrief couldn't handle it on the lane and stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, Johnson smiled a little bit. I think as soon as he let it go, he said, uh-oh, I shouldn't have shot that one. That's out of my range.
Yes, little out of my range is right.
Bulls got 8 seconds to get a shot off.
Uh-oh. Good recovery by Daly. And then as he drives in the lane, it'll be offensive on Daly. And that's going to be 3 on him. That's tough.
Yeah, he forced himself in there. He's struggling a little bit tonight, trying to get his feet under him.
Nearing the 1-minute mark. 1 minute left in the first quarter. Bucks with the ball, leading by 4 over the Bulls. Over on the far side, Fields, the rookie from UCLA. Take it back out to Dunleavy. Brewer. Watley's getting ready to come right back in for Chicago. Brewer on a turnaround. Got it. Nice soft touch. Gives him 3. Lead by 6. That matches their biggest lead. That was much earlier, however. The Bulls' biggest lead was 4. Wouldn't go for Daly. Taken down by Fields. He dribbled it off the foot of Moncrief, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Bulls' ball.
Well, Quentin, they'll get 2 shots instead of 1.
Watley is back in the game. That's Jordan. Tried to get into the lane, and that'll be a blocking foul.
Well, second and third quarters in the last minute. The clock now stops when the ball goes through the basket. Guys were using that and playing with it in order to get 2 shots. But it doesn't totally prevent it using your smarts in that particular play because the Bulls did it right there.
Jordan got 2 free throws, gives him 4 for the night. It's now a 30-26 lead for Milwaukee. 25 seconds, and you can count it down right at the top of your screen, nearing the end of the first quarter. Lorenzo Romar, number 5.
Well, they'll use the whole clock here. They'll spread it out, use the whole clock. Probably try to get the ball to one of their shooters at the end, let Romar penetrate, but there'll still be 6 or 8 left.
3 on the clock. They fire. It wouldn't go. Sidney Green with it. Watley looking up court. 3 seconds. Get it to Higgins. Let it fly, and it will get. That is good, and it's a 3. Bringing it up. Watley, Jordan, Green, Corzine, and Higgins.
Milo, did you like the jump ball after every quarter? I did. I don't know why.
I did too. That wouldn't go for Jordan. And Higgins going to try to put it back up. Will it bounce for him? No.
That gone in. You knew it was his night.
Oh, boy. Green battled for it, and by fighting,
he gets a real good shot so he can make that next one.
That wouldn't go for Green. Corzine right there. Kenny Fields has gone to the bench. Corzine, a good free throw shooter, 84%. Right at the top last year.
Higgins, Watley, and Jordan, and Dave at the center. Now the Bucks, in other words, they got Brewer, Milwaukee, 2 centers, and Terry Cummings, another guy who's played center. So really, you could say they got 3 centers in the ball game.
All right, Romar bringing it up. The Bulls have a 31-30 lead.
Bulls in a little half-court zone pressure. Good move by Kevin Locker. He knows they got 3 big guys who can't handle the ball as well as the smaller guys.
Now they swing it to the weak side. Romar, and a good brick. Listed as 6'6", but he plays about 6'9", I think. That wouldn't go for the Bucks, and a whistle dying in there now. Cummings and Corzine. Back in the corner to Romar.
Illegal defense.
Illegal D. To use pictures and charts.
That's right.
31-30 Chicago.
I don't know how the refs can call it.
Terry Cummings. Oh, it spins out for him. Taken down by Sidney Green, and he took a walk. Greavy, turnaround jumper, no. And goes out of bounds. Touched last by a Bull. The Milwaukee's ball into their own bucket off to the left. Bulls leading 31-30. A little ragged here now in the last minute.
Kevin Greavy in his 9th year can still fill it up from outside. You got to watch him.
Played 8 of those years with Washington. Cummings in under to Milwaukee, shoots it no good. He was right there, but just shot it up too hard, really. And Watley now looking over to get the play from Kevin Lockery. Michael Jordan. And Kevin telling him to settle it down. Slow it down a bit. Make him come out to you. Corzine. Watley, 12-footer. No. Green right there, and he tried to go up, and Brewer evidently blocked it. Corzine with it. He'll slip it up. It won't go, but a tip by Green will be good. I think they'll give it to Green.
Well, Corzine on a little, I don't know what kind of hook shot you want to call that, but Green and Brewer both on the tip. It went in.
They've given Green credit for it. Starting
call going to the old pro.
All right, you got Lister replacing McCaskey. Brewer stayed in the game. All right, here comes Higgins. Higgins looking, wanting some help. He's going to pull up and fire. It won't go. Nobody out there to rebound. Everybody was down and under. Romar will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Bulls are leading 33-30. Terry Cummings put in a shot out of there. 33-30 Chicago. 9:25 remaining till intermission. Remember at the half, Kevin Lockery.
This time Dave will fake the middle and spin back to the hoop.
All right, 5-point lead for the Bulls. Corzine, a good free throw shooter, trying to give the Bulls their biggest lead of the night. Oh, he didn't get it. He doesn't miss them that often. He's a pretty good free throw shooter. Got a good touch for a big guy. 35-30 Chicago.
Bulls in a zone trap defense. 1-2-2.
Cross country to Greavy. Romar pulls up dotted line. No. Taken down by Jordan. He's going to try to bring it up in a hurry. Looking left, looking right, goes in under, changes hands, wouldn't go. And Sidney Green on the baseline. He's trying to get it out of there, and he does to Watley. Jordan pulls up and lets it go with a flip over, and what a move. Holy Toledo, Jordan has 6, and he put 2 good moves on him in a row. And there's a timeout. We'll talk more about Jordan because he is on the way. It's 37-30 Chicago. NBA basketball at Milwaukee. Corzine in the middle, Higgins and Green the forwards. Guards are Watley and Jordan.
Again, Kevin Lockery staying with the zone pressure.
Fields to Greavy. To Moncrief, who came back in.
Look at.
And Don Nelson came out on the floor right after an official, I want to tell you.
See, I don't like that.
You can't stop the action on a breakaway, can you?
Now, they should have waited and let him have the layup. That was a 2-on-1 fast break. Nelson, I thought Nelson was going to tackle. Watch this block. See, now they got him a while ago on this. Oh, good clean block. Sid gives a little Hollywood there. Jordan, you didn't get to see. Nelson was out 10 feet onto the floor. I thought he was going to cross-body block Mahalik.
I thought he was going to tackle him.
I'm surprised you didn't throw him out, really.
Corzine now with 5, all in the quarter.
What we were talking about, Milo, is basically you took away a fast break, a 2-on-1 fast break.
Exactly. That's what Kevin was hollering about.
Right. You give up, you got 1 point, but now at least they're set up defensively to stop you.
The Bulls now with an 8-point lead. That's the biggest lead either way. They have outscored the Bucks 9-0 here. Down and Jordan. Holy Toledo. Here comes Mr. Jordan is right.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. There's not much you can say about this.
Woo! He is something. By 10. 8 minutes remaining. Up to the far end. Fields to Greavy. Greavy looking inside. Nothing doing there. Swing it weak side Brewer. Kenny Fields who'd come clear across. Lister double teamed, and before he can get it away.
Lister's got about 4 or 5 inches on him. Makes it awful tough to guard a guy like that down low when they can get him posted up. Only thing you can do is try to muscle him.
So with the 3 fouls, Jordan has come out of there now. And 85% free throw shooter last year. He's the obvious choice. They have not scored in this quarter, but they have not. The Kevin Lockery Show, and he'll have as his guest and the host, of course, the Crash Man himself, and they'll be talking with Michael Jordan. Dunleavy. Fields fakes it, wants to put it up, gets it back out. That's a 3 points. If it goes, it doesn't go for Dunleavy. And a whistle, almost a 1st and 10 as Lister crashed to the board. Uh-oh. They don't like that one.
Well, Sid Green in Orlando had him sandwiched. Watch here. One guy pushed him back. The other guy coming in from behind. I think he got a tough break on that call.
First foul on Lister, 3rd team foul.
Ooh, one-on-one. Dunleavy picks his pocket.
Moncrief will go down in under and shoot it. It won't go. Just enough bother down there to keep him from getting the good shot away. And now he did, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't throw him out there.
They want to jump to him here. You can bet on that.
If Kevin's smart, he'll play a little Lord Fauntleroy here. He'll be cool because, I think that Nelson's got the officials a little upset at him. Kevin will try to be the good guy.
Higgins broke away from Brewer and got the tap from Corzine. All right, Enos Watley with the walk-up dribble now and gets it away to Higgins. Corzine looking inside, nothing doing there, so going to bring it outside again.
Notice Higgins is playing guard. You got 2 of your guards, Daly and Jordan, both with 3 fouls.
Higgins going to put it up, and it'll go for Higgins. That gives him 5. Remember, he had a dramatic 3-pointer at the end of the first quarter. It's 42-31, an 11-point lead. That is now the biggest lead either way. Biggest lead Milwaukee had was 6. That was early in the first quarter. Terry Cummings getting ready to come back in for Milwaukee. And there's a foul down under. I think they caught Rod Higgins. Cummings, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Bulls won their opener last night, knocking off Washington, trying to make it 2 in a row here tonight. So far, so good. Moncrief didn't get the roll with that one.
And you might take that lightly, but that Washington team, they got a good ball club.
Well, they got some muscle, too. Oh, did you hold your breath last night when they stopped Jordan and he fell so hard to the court?
I tell you, that's one of the only things I didn't like about the game last night. I felt, and everybody in the league, knows that Rulin is a thug, that somebody should have taken Rulin's head off. That's like in baseball, Molly, when you throw at a batter's head, you almost got to come back at him. And I was disappointed that the Bulls didn't do that.
Corzine on a turnaround wouldn't go. Lister had it, dropped it, picked it up again. So Milwaukee will come up court, moving to your left, trailing by 10. Just about halfway through the second quarter. Back out to Dunleavy. That's Brewer. Nice soft touch, wouldn't go for him on the hook. And taken down by Rod Higgins, and the Bulls will bring it the other way as Watley looking down under, nobody down there.
Greenwood could play center too as well as forward. I mean, they got a lot of ways they can go.
All right, we're back to action. Watley guarded by Dunleavy. Orlando against Cummings. That's a good matchup. Going to fight through the first quarter, but he has 10, and that'll keep it at 10 by missing that one. Here's that play again. He really forced it, and as you said, Lister just made a senseless foul there. So Woodridge at the line again, trying to pick up his 11th point, and he just did it. So he is now 3 out of 5 from the line. The Bulls are leading by 11 again. Second time they've led by 11. That's the biggest lead either way. 5:35 remaining till intermission. Our next telecast will be the Bulls at Denver next Thursday. Our first DePaul game will be against Northern Illinois on the 24th on a Saturday at the Horizon.
Good steal by Corzine. Good being awake on D.
Good breakup with that one by Moncrief. Went right in the lane.
Well, even though he's a superstar, he still hustles up and down the floor.
Chicago ball into their own bucket off to the right. Woolbridge will play it. He'll trigger it, and waiting for somebody to break. Needs help. Finally gets it out to Watley.
They're breaking. They're just being held. They can't get open.
Orlando, after a dry spell, now has 13. He's the leading scorer in the game. Moncrief has a dozen for the Bucks.
You know, Fred Carter, assistant coach Fred Carter, really worked with Orlando on that jump shot. Used to see him stay after practice, day after day, and it looks like it's paying off.
Cummings guarded by Woolridge. He'll shoot over him. It won't go. Taken down by Corzine. The outlet, not a good one. It right into the hands of Lister. So the Bucks got it right back. Cummings fakes it out there, then gets it down on the dotted line to Moncrief. Wouldn't fall, and a whistle down under.
One in, we'd say, oh, you just wanted a rebound.
Sidney Moncrief misses this one. That's the third one he has missed.
You know, he looks like he got off to a real fast start. You know, it was kind of that challenge with Jordan. He looks just a little bit tired right now.
Moncrief ready. They trail by 13, but he gets it and cuts it to 12. So Moncrief now with 13. He's not scored a field goal since the first 3 or 4 minutes. Just been getting a lot of free throws. 45-33 Bulls. 4:35 remaining in the second quarter. Moncrief tried to come over and get it, but got away with a foul, really. That's Watley off the glass. It'll go for a little mo.
Oh, nice move by Corzine, too. He kind of screened Brewer out of the play, rolled him out of the play, left the little fellow Watley open for the one off the glass.
That's a 14-point lead. That's the biggest margin ever here tonight. And touch last by a Bull. Bucks ball into their own bucket off to the right. Let's see who...
This guy to the ball now. Anybody can do it.
3 points will not go for Dunleavy. Taken down by Green. Gets it away to Watley. Moving up quickly. Pulls up. 18-footer. It won't go. Taken down by Brewer. Long out with Dunleavy. Dunleavy drives the lane. Flips it back. But he made the wrong choice. Indecision cost him the play there. Corzine. 8-footer.
Poster schedule.
All right. Crashing away we go again. 3:50 remaining in the first half. Pressey is back in. Remember, he picked up some early fouls and they had to get him out of there. Brewer with a hook, no good. Comes down, gets it, no. Tried to flip it back up in there. He's still battling, puts it up, and finally got it. Brewer earned that bucket.
Third time to charm. He stayed after it. You know, when you're standing in there like that, nobody can really jump. The guy 7'4" has got an advantage.
And that gives him 5. 49-35 Chicago. Moving toward the 3-minute mark of the second quarter. Corzine, yes.
Oh, he's got a little confidence tonight. You can see it in his eyes.
Well, I tell you, for a guy that was testing that heel before the game and looked to be in pain, he's playing pretty well right now.
Well, that adrenaline gets flowing. That helps that pain a little bit.
Pressey going to drive down, and a flip will get it. Pressey, so his presence felt in a hurry. He has 8. And it's 51-37, 14-point lead Chicago.
I'd like to see him post Orlando Woolridge up now. Make him pay for Pressey being 3 or 4 inches smaller.
Oh, might be able to draw another foul on him as well. He has 3. That's Sidney Green firing no good off the front. Woolridge going to go back up, and he got it.
They're going to pay anyway. Pressey didn't box Orlando out. He went to the hoop, stuck it back in.
15 for Orlando Woolridge. And that turnaround trying to spin toward the bucket, and a whistle.
Now here's Orlando's follow. If you can't see Pressey here, Pressey, there you see Pressey, just doesn't box him out. Orlando goes to the hoop, puts it up strong. And he draws a foul down on this end. I didn't agree with the call. I thought we couldn't see the call either, but Dick Bavetta was right on the play. Mihalik was at midcourt. I would rather see the official on the play make the call. It allows for, even Kevin probably would have believed at that point.
All right, Caldwell Jones back in at center. That free throw is good by Pressey and gives him 9. Higgins is still in there. Johnson has come in at a forward. So you got Johnson back up in there. And it's good by Pressey and gives him 10. Greg Hodges has come in for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's number 15. He was also in that big deal with the Clippers, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's a little quick guy. He played a lot of time in San Diego, averaged 9 points one game and 7 another. I think he was like 4th or 5th in minutes on the club.
And he just picked up a foul. By the way, he's from the Chicagoland area, from Rich East and Park Forest. Went to Cal State Long Beach.
Good smart move by Enos. See, he'll when you get a guy coming in off the bench like that, he's a little cold. The first thing you really want to do is take it to him. Enos did it through the foul. He'll shoot a pair.
Watley with 3 points so far, and still with 3 as he misses the second free throw. He is now 1 for 3 from the line tonight. Enos, Mo, Watley didn't get either one of them. 53-39, 14-point lead Chicago, moving up toward the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. Moncrief, 20-footer, no. Taken off by Watley. Good outlet for Higgins. He is on the way, and that'll be a foul as Hodges got in front of him and reached in.
Yeah, good hustle by Hodges on the play. Higgins had him beat. Nice feed from Watley. Hodges hustles us down the floor. Said, "Hey, look, you're going to earn it if you're going to get it."
Higgins at the line.
That last angle looked like a pretty nice play.
Oh, cooled off at the line here, folks. Got to get back on that line, get hot. 53 at halftime. Missed them both. They've missed the last 4 then. 53-39 Chicago, moving right up to the 2-minute mark. And that's a whoop on 2 minutes. All right, Moncrief looking. They've got 4 men down and under along the baseline. Brings it back out a little. That'll be McCeskey.
Nice flash in the middle by Milwaukee. Flash is called when you come across the lane. We call that flash. He puts his hands up. Good, strong move. You know, now he's having to do a little more one-on-one. The plays are coming more directly at him, and sometimes that can play into a detriment for a player.
All right, McCeskey getting his first point with that last free throw, and he gets them both. He's not that good a free throw shooter ordinarily, only about 69%. They're going to put a little pressure as Caldwell Jones has it. Get it away to Orlando. They got to get it out of that backcourt, and he dribbled it off of his knee, and it'll go to Milwaukee. Well, make a mistake like that, give them a little incentive to come back in here with 1:43 remaining till the half. Hodges, Cummings, they were teammates at San Diego. Good move by Cummings.
There was that quickness he used that time on Higgins. Just spun right off of him. I mean, on Johnson. Good move.
Now it's a 10-point game. Remember, the Bulls led by 1 time by 16. Now it's a 10-point lead. 53-43. Higgins looking inside, going to shoot over, and won't get it. A tip up in there is no good by Johnson. Coming down with it is Terry Cummings, and he'll move up court. Dribbles it pretty well for a big man, doesn't he? He's going to take it all away. What a move and what a play by Terry Cummings. That gives him 10. Well, he went all the way. He dribbled the length of the floor. Now they've cut it down to 8 points, and Kevin Lockery wants a timeout.
22nd timeout he's going to call.
Watch Terry Cummings. He's coming right at you.
Well, when you see that guy coming down the floor, if you're a big man, you gotta make sure you fill up the lane. Terry looks a little bit quicker now, even though he's got 3 fouls still. He's got to be careful. He went up really plays in his favor. It's just quickness that he can use against the opponents.
Boy, when you remember Terry Cummings was an underclassman.
Fair and lift weights while you're watching it.
All right, they've cut the lead in half. It was 16, now it's 8. Pressey against Woolridge. Tries to shoot, and a whistle. With 2 of them right there, 1 of them had to get him. And it'll be Pressey, and that's 4 on him.
Well, Pressey had him in trouble, and again bailed him out. This is a stupid foul. Watch what happens here. Orlando's, not a real good shot, and see him come down. He's got him fading away. He should just put his hands straight up. Don't swat at the ball. You're not going to block that many shots in this league.
45,
Kevin Gravy's going to come in. And so Orlando gets them both, and he now has 17. 55-45, back to a 10-point Chicago lead. We're under a minute. We're at 40 seconds.
Little Boston weave there.
Cummings, 18-footer, and he's got it. Cummings is starting to light it up. He has a dozen.
Well, if he can shoot from out there, he'd be serious trouble.
Especially after sitting out as much time as he did here in this first half in foul trouble, and he's picked up a dozen points. You can watch the time yourself right at the top of your screen. An alley-oop pass, not a good one. Orlando couldn't control it with 2 Bucks around him, and Milwaukee will come up court, trailing 55-47. Hodges sets the play. Watley trying to keep him out there to keep him from going penetrating, and he did. Let it go. No, he didn't have the good one that he did to end the first quarter with a 3-pointer. I think he thought he'd been fouled from behind, but no. What season? Down and under to Johnson. and he stepped on that line. He was too far under, not realizing it, stepped out of bounds. The turnover goes to the Bucks.
Good move. Got a little backdoor move on Terry. Cummings had the ball, just stepped on the line with a little help from Terry.
They've got Dunleavy and Moncrief at the guards. Cummings at one forward. Hey, they're starting Kenny Fields at the other. That's Cummings slapped away by Johnson, but it goes out to Dunleavy, and that'd be a 3-second. They were in there a long time.
Well, they were making their home down there in the lane. Moncrief, he tried to step out of bounds. Even on the 3-second lane, that doesn't mean the count stops. You're still counting even though he's out of bounds.
All right, Michael Jordan, Caldwell Jones, Johnson. Tried to put a move on Cummings, but he regrouped. A line drive by Jones, no good. But the follow by Steve Johnson, and he has 9 for the evening.
You're generous, line drive. That about broke the rim.
57-47. And a little push down and under, I think, Caldwell Jones. That's who it is.
Well, they're staking their territory again. Second half's a new game. Lister trying to back him up. Caldwell says, this lane is mine.
That's the second foul on Caldwell Jones for the game.
Jordan helping defensively. Quick hands.
Fred Carter trying to get the official to take a second off the clock.
Michael, stay on your feet.
All right, there's Caldwell freezing that one right there and giving it away to Watley. Watley moving up court, trying to carry on a little conversation with one of the zebras. And
well,
I think he's got a shoe problem, and that'll be an official's timeout. That's what he was talking about. Be a 20-second timeout because the back of the Watley, guarded by Dunleavy. Tries to get down in the lane, does put up a shot that was weak, and the follow by Michael Jordan. Boy, does he do that reverse well. That's the third one for him tonight.
Well, that's an additional thing that makes him valuable. He is an additional rebounder on the floor. Not only can he leap at 6'6", but he's got those long arms. He plays like he's 6'10".
That gives him 10 points for the evening. Only 4 points in the half. They all belong to Chicago, and it's 59-47 Bulls over Bucks. Cummings back out Dunleavy, fakes a shot and gives it to Fields, and another 3-second violation.
Well, of the Bucks field goal percentage in the first half, only 33 that he's starting a shooter, Kenny Fields, at small forwards.
All right, Watley, and it slapped right back as Jones stepped out to get it, but slapped away from him, but the Bulls maintain possession. Caldwell down the lane and flips it weak side. Watley, no go. Taken off in there by Jones. A little soft hook, and Caldwell gets the bucket. Gives him 4 for the night, his first of the half. He had 2 early in the game. Now gets 2 early here in the second half. 61-47, 14-point lead Chicago. Dunleavy against Watley. Fields outside against Woolridge. 18-footer, won't go. And a whistle of Arizona State.
Didn't get away from Paul Mahalik, though. He caught him holding.
Moving up toward 9 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Chicago has widened the gap a bit here. Had an 8-point lead at the half. Now leads 61-47. Sliding along, leaving bodies in the wake.
Crossbody blocked by Moncrief on Jordan. Now here they're going to bring the dribble the ball out front, and they bring Michael down here low. That's just a move to spring him open on the side. Watley makes a cut. Now, I think that's a play where Michael goes and pins down for Watley and then picks a post up, but Michael just took the ball real quick one-on-one.
Moncrief played all through this game and only picks up his first foul with that one. Orlando waiting to get the ball back as you look at Michael Jordan. He's going, hey, good pass, and Jones just didn't get the stuff. Boy, he had it right there for the asking, too. Made the good move, but too much rim. That'll be Cummings, and he was fouled. No basket.
Good, so the ball didn't go in.
Third foul on Steve Johnson. Cummings will be at the line for the Milwaukee Bucks. Cummings had 12 points in the first half, 5 buckets and 2 charity tosses. Missed the free. Darts off with a miss here. Former DePaul Blue Demon All-American gets that one. Gives him 13 for the evening. 61-48 Chicago. Moving up toward 9 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Watley walks it up after he gets into the offensive zone. Steve Johnson almost lost it.
Second they could call it. What the heck?
Dunleavy over to Kenny Fields. They've overloaded the far side. Dunleavy, Lister. Dunleavy. And it goes. That's a 3-pointer.
He's 2 out of 4 from out there tonight. He can shoot him if you let him set.
He's got 6 points on 2 3-pointers. 61-51, Chicago by 10. Orlando jumps it. Ooh, too hard.
No, I don't like that play. They don't need to have one guy going one-on-one, 4 others watching. You don't have that good rebounding position.
Cummings with a move down the lane. He got tripped up as he tried to get in that lane. Fell hard to the court. I think he's all right, however.
Kevin didn't want this a shooting foul, but I don't think Cummings is going anywhere else but to the hole. That's up to the referee's discrepancy. He's going to let Cummings shoot 2 from the line.
It's on Caldwell Jones, and it is his third. The line to shoot 2. Last time he was there, he was 1 for 2.
You know, what I meant by Orlando, that was a bad shot. When you got a guy going one-on-one, Milo, guys really just stand around and watch him. When you're running an offense and you got guys moving and picking, you're going to find mismatches, and you're going to find guys getting inside for easy rebounds. That's why you want that movement offensively.
All right, let's see if Cummings salvages the second time in a row. And he does. Gives him 14 for the night, 2.5. And it's 61-52 Chicago. Milwaukee with a little pressure here.
Moncrief shadowing Jordan.
Well, longer he tries to stay with him, maybe that'll tire him out a bit. You thought you noticed a bit of...
Oh, it affects his offense. There's no doubt about that.
No.
Well, that's not very much consistency. They gave Cummings shooting free throw down here. Orlando, if the whistle blew there, no dribble, should have been a hoop. Bad call.
First foul on travel.
Yeah, he did. I think he does that a lot. He does it on a fast break a lot from the outlet pass, and there's a lot of traffic, and he gets away with it. He does it up front like that, they're going to catch him.
Moving up toward 8 minutes in the third quarter. Chicago leading here 61-52. Lister turns around and got in there, and with the good, strong move, got the bucket. Good strong move. I'd call timeout here if I was Kevin.
Here's a play. Drop step. Good drop step. That really takes Jones out of the play. Not the dunk, but it goes in and draws the...
Again, Milwaukee has put a move on Chicago. They cut 16.5 in the second quarter. They've cut 14.5 and more as Lister makes it the 3-point play. Only his third point of the night altogether, and he got them all on the one play.
A lot of pressure from the Bucks. Looks like they're trying to trap.
They've got Hodges back in there, number 15. Played briefly in the first half. Woolridge, no.
You got guys standing around again. No offensive balance.
Bulls not playing as well in this third quarter. Now the last couple of minutes. Fields the affair, and Fields with 4 for the night. And they've cut it down to 4, and Quentin Daly's going to come off the bench. He got in foul trouble early. He got 3 quick fouls in that first quarter. They're going to have to get him back in, try to ignite the offense. That will go.
9. Daly, of course, we know his offensive prowess. So you'll have Jordan, Corzine, Daly, and Woolridge into the game all at once. A lot of offense.
63-57. Moncrief.
Well, he looks tired.
Boy, I tell you, there was another one that was way short.
He looks
tapped
tired.
out, but it goes to Watley. 3-on-1. Jordan. Holy Toledo, what a feed by Watley. What a bucket by Jordan. And they also draw the foul.
I love it.
Boy, you got to enjoy this again, folks.
I love it. You know, it does a lot more for a team than just get 2 or 3 points here. The Bulls were dead. They were flat on their feet, and now, with this kind of excitement, they got to be ignited.
So Jordan with 12 points, had 16 in his NBA debut last night. He led the Bulls in scoring in the exhibition games.
You know, they worked out like they've been doing it for 4 or 5 years.
Wasn't that beautiful?
That's tough to do on a fast break, you know, when you got a play set up for it like the last time.
And 2 youngsters handled it. 66-57 Chicago. So right away, it's back to a 9-point lead. Cummings tried to get it near side, hangs on.
Good defense by Davis.
Moncrief dotted line, little fingertip, no, but a follow by Lister is good. And Lister has 5 all in the quarter.
Well, Corzine came over to help for the block and left his man Lister a lane to the hoop. Not Dave's fault, he had to help.
Jordan dribbles back outside. Steve Johnson slapped away by Cummings, and then they gain it down on the baseline. Moncrief. That will be a foul on Johnson. And that will be his 4th.
Moncrief, little smile. I think he knew that wasn't right. Let's take a look at it. Moncrief hustles after the ball. Oh, that
wrong way Corrigan right there, wasn't it?
No comment on that call. I mean, that's obvious.
All right, Green is good. So Sid Green has gone in. Johnson goes out. Moncrief at the line for the Milwaukee Bucks. Perfect. And gives him his first points in this quarter and 14 for the night.
He's had 2 air balls this quarter.
Got them both. Gives him 15 for the evening.
Bucks with a lot of pressure.
Now it's back to a 5-point difference here. Quentin Daly bringing it up for Chicago.
Trap, half-court trap, 1-3-1.
Jordan passed it off, and a good move by Orlando. I'm not sure he thought he was going to get that ball, but he stayed right with it. First points in this half by Orlando gives Orlando 19 for the night. Hey, a mix-up down there, and the Bulls come out of it with one man down. Orlando slipped. He's not, I don't think he's hurt. Boy, maybe he is. Maybe he fell a little harder than it looked like he did.
A lot of traffic. Here he comes. He sees well, very unselfish. Gets the ball to Orlando. Of course, as strong as he is, just powers it on the dunk. Looks like at another angle. Great shot coming down the lane here. Michael Jordan, as you see him, you see everybody collapse on him. Feeds it off very nicely on Saturday, November 17th.
Boy, those are big dates coming up in Chicago. Quentin Daly, too hard. He got up in the air and didn't have his good rhythm that time.
Needs some of Quentin's offense here very badly.
Bulls leading by 7. From way out by Hodges, no. Rebound Sidney Green, who's in there for the foul trouble Steve Johnson. Quentin Daly bringing it up, trying to ignite him as he did last night off the bench. Oh, a little fingertip roll was short. Taken down by Lister. Gets it away to Hodges. Hodges with Moncrief down the wing and flies through the lane and got it. Moncrief with 17 points. He's their leader. Woolridge is the leader in the game with 19.
Okay, you got to make sure you get a good hoop here.
Yep, they've cut it back down to 5. 68-63 Chicago. Moving up toward 5 minutes in the third quarter. Corzine down and under. They double him, and that's blocked in there. Look at Jackson come out. Jordan rather come out of nowhere to get it. They double team him. Gets it away to Daly. In under to Green, and it is blocked. But Green stays with it and earned the bucket.
Nice block by Lister coming across the lane. Green stuck right with it. Nobody followed the block, and he got 2.
70-63 Chicago. We're under 5 minutes in the third period. Bulls trying to go 2-0 early. Won their opener at home in front of a very responsive, enthusiastic crowd at Chicago Stadium last night. Cummings on a fadeaway. It'll go. He was fouled by Green. Cummings was 16. 4 in the quarter.
Sidney played pretty good defense on Cummings that time. Used his chest. Tried to muscle him a little bit, but watch him bring the hand down again. We talked about that before. Once Terry draws the contact here, he just wants to get the ball up on the glass.
Sit up, it won't go. Jordan went up over some bodies, and he was caught with a
4:23 left in the third quarter, but boy, can he get up.
Take another look at it. See him coming up over. That's 4 fouls on Jordan. 17 points for the former DePaul Blue Demon All-American.
There's that bonus again, Milo, playing a big factor. You know, if you didn't let him in the bonus so early, this would just be a normal loose ball foul, and you take it out on the other end.
Cummings has missed 3 at the line, but he gets this one and gives him 18 for the evening. He is now their leader. Moncrief 17, leader in the game. Orlando Woolridge with 19. Oh, he drop-kicked it because of the pressure from Cressy. Daly broke it up, or they might have gotten an easy bucket right there.
Well, the pressure is bothering him a little bit, and you'd think it'd be just the opposite. The Bucks putting a lot of pressure on. They don't have a lot of depth. The Bulls got more depth. I think you'll see Watley back in the game fairly soon.
Overload the far side. Lister fakes left, hooks right. Got it. Lister with 7 all in the quarter, and it is suddenly a 1-point game. Bulls leading 70-69. They had a 16-point lead in the second quarter. In this quarter, they're led by as many as 14. It is down to 1. Corzine to Daly. Woolridge needs something now to slow down that momentum, and Woolridge gave them the bucket they needed.
Well, it wasn't a very good shot, but it went in, so we'll count it.
Back to a 3-point lead, Chicago, 72-69, 21 points for Orlando. Lister quarter court. Kenny Fields looking inside. Orlando with him. Fake. Now back out to Fields, 20-footer. Good by Fields. Is in 6-4 in the quarter, and it's a 1-point game. Bulls 72, Bucks 71, moving toward the 3-minute mark in the third quarter. This third quarter has been a big one for Milwaukee. They trail by as many as 14. At the moment, they are down by only 1.
Jordan isolated one-on-one. on the right-hand side of the floor.
Green baseline, spins dotted line. It'll roll for him.
I think you'll see Kevin doing that a lot this year. Isolating Jordan on one-on-one on the side. Let him go, or let the double team come, and somebody will be open.
Green now with 6-4 in the quarter. 3-point lead, Chicago. We're under 3 minutes in the third period at the MECCA, Milwaukee Arena, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's the opener for the year for Milwaukee. A fadeaway will not go for Lister. Fields came down with it, tied up by Woolridge. And Lockery had to get...
A lot of pushing and shoving on the line. Watch it.
Here we go, and slapped to the near side, and Green saves it on the side. Gets it away to Quentin Daly. 2:30 remaining in the third period. Quentin Daly, remember, got some early foul trouble first quarter. Playing time been limited, but they got to get him back in there now. That'll go. That's good by the Q. Bulls leading 76-71. Their biggest lead in this quarter was 14. Their biggest lead in the game was 16. That was midway through the second quarter. But Milwaukee has come to life in this quarter. Kenny Fields spins, jumps off the glass. No. Corzine with it.
He forced that shot.
Yes, he did. That was not a good selection. Jordan bringing it up for the Chicago Bulls. Moving toward the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. Jordan holding on to Daly. We've just gone under 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes in the third period. Sidney Green gonna dribble once. Now fired. Won't go. Bouncing high. Daly came down with it. Puts it up on the dotted line. It won't go. Jordan got it, and he got the bucket.
Michael Jordan.
Well, again, we've talked about that before. It gives him a little added offensive rebounding. As big and quick as he is in there, but...
Now it's back to a 7-point lead, and Jordan has 15, only one away from what he got all last night, and we've got over a quarter to play. Watley getting ready to
good
come back
block
in.
by Green.
Boy, and Corzine was right there to get it. Bounce
nice
pass,
pass.
Woolridge, change hands. Oh, with the left hand. What a play by Orlando.
Beautiful pass from Jordan between two men. Nice, sweet bounce pass. Just look at it. Jordan cross-court bounce pass right in stride. Orlando dunk.
And with a left hand. What a play from everybody involved in that one for the Chicago Bulls. Fields 18-footer. No. Rebound by Orlando. We've got 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. Bulls are leading 80-71. Jordan was down to a point, so they have scored 8 unanswered points here, Crash.
Yeah, Jordan's got to be real careful not to get his 5th foul here.
Years ago, Larry Michaud, second-round choice for the Bulls, actually in '83, then was in the Watling-Oberling deal. Went to Kansas City, played there last year. He's just replaced Cummings. So he's going to get a little playing time here. Daly, a 10-point lead. 50 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Daly did not get them both. Free throw shooting for the Bulls here tonight has been a little shaky. Hey, what happened over there?
Yeah, Watley came up with the loose ball there.
Gets it to Green. Tried to reverse it with a spin, but too hard off the glass, and a foul has been called. Free throw is good by Green.
He's a guy that's really got to play well for the Bucks in order for them to have any presence in this division.
So Green hit them both. Gives him 8 for the night and 6 in the quarter. And the Bulls all of a sudden have gone from a 1-point lead to a 12-point lead. And a whistle down and under as the Bucks went the other way. And that'll be on Higgins.
Now Pressey took it from one end to the other. He can do that very well. Goes to his right extremely well. Higgins drew the foul. You just got to get help down there. Green's got to help a little bit more. Oh, that's Watley, excuse me. Watley's got to jump down in there to make him pick up that dribble.
Pressey at the line.
The talent in this league is too good for a guy to guard a guy one-on-one. It's just impossible to do. You got to have help. You got to play the team defense.
Pressey with 11, his first in this half, by the way. He got into foul trouble also in the second quarter, so his playing time has been much more limited in this third quarter. Pressey got them both, gives him a dozen.
The Bucks were really successful when they pressured intensely early in that second half. They went away from it. Now they're back to it.
Bulls leading 83-73. You can check the clock for yourself.
There's about 8 difference between that and the shot clock. The shot clock's now 10.
Watley spinning, dotted line off the, and they say that it's going to be a foul down and under. It'll be on Hodges, I believe.
Usually
Watley at the line. And Little Mo gets it. That gives him 6 for the evening. Yeah, he's going to get them both. Gives him 7. 85-73, Bulls by 12.
Played a good D here. Don't give him anything to ride into the fourth quarter on.
Randy Brewer going to jump it from the corner, and it'll go. Good touch for the big guy out there. You got to let him take that shot. He isn't going to hit it very often anyway. As the buzzer says, that's the end of 3 quarters. Youngsters and olders alike watching it. As Whatley and Daly, Higgins, Green, and Corzine. That's a little different 5 to start the final quarter, isn't it?
Well, yeah, a little smaller team. Maybe he's trying to alleviate the pressure that the Bucks are putting on him, take him out of that pressure defense.
Pressey, Dunleavy, Moncrief. This time tried to compensate for the short shots in the 3rd quarter and overshot that one.
I still think he's a little tired chasing Jordan around. Now he's got to follow Quentin Daly around, who also can fill it up.
Higgins, Corzine way out on top. Whatley. Daly to Green. Needs help. Gets it to Higgins. He'll put it up, and it'll go for Rod Higgins. Higgins with 7, his first in the 2nd half. And it's a 12-point lead, Chicago.
Good execution by the Bulls, half-court offense.
They were patient, weren't they? Michaud, no, and taken down by Green. Needs a guard, and there's Whatley. Turns around himself and got it.
Well, super start for the Bulls in the 4th quarter.
14-point lead. That's just 2 away from the biggest lead they've had all night, which was 16 midway in the 2nd quarter. Bulls have made a run at him a couple times, got within a point 2 times. Hey, look at that good D by Whatley and Daly together. Daly down court, got to pull up, dotted line, little shovel, no. Taken down by Pressey. Had a good chance there to really fatten the cat and came away empty. Dunleavy back outside. Pressey, 20-footer. No. Brewer down in under. Off the glass, and it'll go. Brewer gets the bucket.
You know, the thin man there, Brewer, he looks like he's a little more aggressive this year than he's been in the past. Seems to be around the ball a little bit, and, you know, you get a guy that big, he gets the ball in the lane, he's going to be tough to stop.
Corzine picking up his 2nd foul.
Here's another look at it. Dave did a nice job blocking him out. The ball just came off long. And, you know, you have to box him out clear to midcourt to keep his arms from coming over you.
Brewer made it a 3-point play. Gives him 10 for the night. 89-78. Bulls by 11. We played about a minute and a half in the 4th and final quarter. Remember the news after the game on Channel 9. Higgins to Whatley. Whatley trying to back in. Back out to Corzine. 18-footer by Big Dave. It'll roll off. Just didn't give him a touch at all.
All the Bulls thought it was in. They were all at midcourt.
Yeah, they thought that baby was going to drop down through for him. 89-78, but that bucket by Dunleavy, it's 2 points, and it gives him 8. He's had 2 3-pointers and now the deuce, and it's 89-80, Bulls by 9. So just when the Bulls try to put the sleeper hold on him, the Bucks come back. Daly fakes it, then jumps it. It won't go. Taken down by MECCA. Gets it to Dunleavy. Bulls want to fall back in a hurry here. They did get back and played the good D, but again, Jordan is back in at a guard, and Daly has gone out. 89-81. Dunleavy will try to make it 2 out of 2. He's picked up 9 points in this game. Floor is a little slick here tonight with all the moisture in here. It's unseasonably warm. Oh, I tell you, the players have got to be feeling it in here too tonight.
Oh, yeah. This early in the year, the heat might get to them a little bit. You know, anytime it's this hot outside, the humidity, the sweat hits the floor, it just doesn't dry up as quick. In the winter, of course, it's a lot drier, and it'll dry up in a few seconds.
All right, they've cut another big lead down in half, 14-7, and it is 89-82 Chicago.
They got Whatley for pushing off.
That'll be his 3rd, and he played up to about a half a minute ago with only 1 foul, and all of a sudden he's got 3. 89-82 Chicago. Milwaukee with Hodges bringing it up. Hodges out of Park Forest, Illinois, went to Rich East. Down and under Moncrief, too far under, but takes it out to MECCA. Fires from way out of his range. Brewer came down with it. Moncrief slips it back out to Hodges, and Hodges gets his first points of the night, and just like that, it's a 5-point game.
You need to get a good hoop here. You need to work, execute the half-court offense, make sure everybody's in good position when you take the shot.
Yep, you got to shut down the Milwaukee Mo right here.
Well, Sid Green didn't set a good pick on the weak side for Jordan. That's why he didn't.
And Woolridge, as he did about 3 minutes ago, put up another silencer. Gives him 25 points. He's the leader in the game. 91-84 Chicago. 8.5 minutes remaining. A long way to go in this one. So hang with us on Channel 9 for the Bulls at Milwaukee. Cressy, good move.
Well, Orlando fell down. He slicked. You know, you get guys in the lane. It's really warm in here. A lot of sweating. Just doesn't dry up.
Take a look at it.
Well, Orlando's down on the floor now. That's why Pressy's going to the hoop. He got the ball out there all alone. There you see him getting up. Great shot from Arnie. Somebody's got to help him, though. Defense is a team game.
91 Bulls. Watley looking over from the play from Kevin Lockery. So they'll bring it up over the timeline. Hodges there waiting for Watley. Jordan pulls up dotted line, puts it in the air. It won't go. Boy, he did everything but get the bucket. Green with a little soft hook wouldn't go. Taken down by Moncrief. Moncrief down to Hodges. Drives, shoots, no. Slapped up in the air, taken down by Woolridge. Woolridge now going to slow it down, needs help. Wants a guard, and Watley will come back to get it.
Good move.
Chicago leading 91-86. We're under the 8-minute mark in the fourth and final quarter. That's Watley. No. Slapped up in the air. And Corzine there to get the ball as it was slapped outside.
A little bit too much one-on-one for me. You've seen a lot of guys going one-on-one. This time of the game, you need to execute your offense.
Watley to Corzine. He'll flip it down and under to Jordan. There's another reverse. That's 4 of those for him, Crash.
Oh, when you can hang that long, it's a little easier to do.
Well, he beats his debut. He's got 17 here tonight. And it's 93-86 Chicago. Moving up toward the 7-minute mark in the fourth and final quarter at the MECCA Milwaukee Arena. Hodges needs help. Moncrief. And he'll get it.
Well, Jordan got lost on defense that time. Got a little confused.
93-88 Chicago. We've gone under 7 minutes in the fourth quarter. It's Milwaukee's opener for the year. Second game of the year for the Bucks. They won last night.
25.
Take a look at that last Michael Jordan reverse.
Well, when you can't get it on one side, you just take it right over to the other. Bingo.
All right, the last foul was number 5 on
Friday, October 29th.
All right, here we go. Back into action. Steve Johnson is back into the forward now. Corzine, Jordan, Woolridge. Corzine against Brewer. To Watley. Steve Johnson back out to Watley. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Jordan, boy, can he hang. That will not go for Watley. Taken down by Steve Johnson, and he was pushing off to get the rebound.
Good call. You know, Watley, he's going to have to learn working to hitting that shot because they're going to double team Jordan. They're going to leave him open until he proves to him he can stick that shot.
Caldwell Jones is up off the bench because Johnson, picking up that last foul, now has 5. Hodges, he found the range in the last couple of minutes. It gives him 4 all in the quarter. 93-90 Chicago. We're approaching the halfway mark of the final period. Moving up towards 6 minutes left. Timeouts will also enter into a factor here shortly. And let's see where we are on that.
The Bulls got 3 left. The Bucks got to have 2 and a 20.
They led by as many as 14 in this quarter, but it's down to 3 right now, 93-90. Moncrief, Cressy guarded by Woolridge. Down and under to Cummings. Spins dotted line, got it. Good move by Cummings. He has 20, and he is their leader. Leader in the game is Woolridge with 25. It's a 1-point game. All right, they got to put on another spurt here and spread that gap out. Milwaukee got to 1 point in the third quarter. Woolridge, no! And a foul down and under, and Daly is going to come in, and Watley will get a rest.
Well, they got Pressy on a foul. Woolridge again taking a real tough jump shot. Pressy bailing him out by trying to block the shot.
And it's 6 fouls on Pressy, according to my card. Yes, he has fouled out.
Pressy leads the game with 14 points.
He had 14 points for them, but he is fouled out, and Lister comes in.
Number 53, Al.
Free throw no good by Orlando. It's the third one he's missed tonight. He has made 6 while missing 3. He has 25 points, leading scorer in the game. He was the leading scorer last night in the victory over Washington. Missed them both. Free throw shooting has taken a sour turn here for the Bulls tonight, and it's costing them right now because they're down to a 1-point lead. Hodges against Jordan. Cummings puts a move, changes hands, wouldn't go. Rebound, Michael Jordan behind the back dribble, takes him up court in a hurry. Gets it away to Orlando, and a whistle. That'll be a charge.
Well, Orlando really didn't say much, so he must have felt he charged.
Woolridge for the night.
Hodges isolated one-on-one on the right-hand side of the floor. Usually they try to post up Moncrief on this play.
Moncrief comes out at the top, flips it down and under Cummings. Dotted line goes up. Off the glass.
Jordan
hard.
Block. Execution here to get a good shot. They haven't been getting a lot of good shots in this fourth quarter.
Daly into the top of the key. Off to Orlando. Too far out off the front rim. Cummings down with it. Milwaukee with a chance to come up here and take the lead. Last time they led when it was 19-18, and that was in the first quarter. But they've got a chance to regain it here. Whistle as he came across the top of the key.
One more foul and a bonus now.
And that's hurt him in the other two quarters, in the second and third quarters. Brewer, oh, look at Jordan with those hands, get in there and break it up, but it comes out to Moncrief, shoots, no, slapped up in there, no, Cummings goes up and he got it. Cummings stayed with it, he has 22, and they have gone in front, 94-93, and Kevin Watts, timeout. Oh, what a sudden turn of events here. The Bulls led by 10 at the end of the quarter, and all of a sudden, with 3:55 remaining in the game, the Bucks have gone in front by 1. Timeout and talked it over. Kevin Lockery has sent his charges back out there to do something about the score. Michael Jordan with a head fake, drives in, and too much movement in there, and they bunched him, and Woolridge fouls Cummings as he goes by.
Well, that's not a very smart foul.
Fouls on zero, Orlando.
Number 4.
It's going to put Cummings on the line. The foul's in the backcourt. They did have a halfway decent fast break going, but I'd just soon see him let him gamble on the break. You put a guy like Cummings at the line.
Cummings at the line, shooting 1.
He now has 22 points. And remember, it was his bucket that put them in front, 94-93. Rolls around and falls. 23 for Terry Cummings. His high as a pro was 39. That was when he was a rookie. His high last year was 37. He's right at his average, 23 points, and now it's 24 for Terry Cummings. Now it's a 96-93 lead. Down by 14 were the Bucks in this quarter. Now they lead by 3.
You can't get jumpy here. A lot of time left.
Daly in the lane. A little shovel. Won't go. Daly going to fight to get it back, and he was with the free throw. That gives him 6 for the evening. Last night, you remember, he had 25 off the bench, but early foul trouble hurt him in the first quarter tonight.
That really throws you off, too, Milo. Not just you miss the playing time. You just get out of sync.
96-94, Milwaukee. We're moving up toward the 3-minute mark in the game.
Been going to Cummings a lot lately.
Hodges over on the far side. Jordan out to get him. Cummings to Hodges, and he's got it. That's the guy that's hurt him in this quarter. He's got 6 all in the quarter.
Those two did that together last year, of course. Hodges to Cummings, they are used to playing together, a little 2-on-2.
4-point lead. That won't go either, and a whistle. Bulls need some better free throw shooting. 8:95. We're under 3 minutes.
A lot of time left.
He rattled it through.
A lot of things can happen in 3 minutes.
Yeah, the main thing is to play your game here now.
Yeah, you got to play the good defense. You can't expect to outscore somebody.
Jordan against Hodges. Cummings back out to Mokeski.
They're going to get it to Terry Lowe.
Whoa, good anticipation by Orlando. Went right in the passing lane. He's going to drive, and he won't get it.
He got fouled, looked like.
Travel.
Moncrief cut in front of him on the play. You couldn't really see where they got him or not, but boy, we're going to get a good look here. Moncrief just cutting in front, trying to bother him. Don't know if he caught his heel or not. If he didn't catch him on the foot, there was no foul.
Milwaukee with the ball and a 2-point lead. Approaching 2 minutes. Moncrief puts a move on Daly. Then they double team him, but he gets it back out to Cummings. 12-footer Cummings got it. He's got 26, and he is their leader. Woolridge leads in the game with 27. It's a 196 game, and that will go for Quentin Daly. He's got 8.
Quentin trying to get himself into the game, trying to get his rhythm. Awful quick shot in that kind of situation, but we'll count it.
All right. Michael Jordan falling back away from Hodges as they give it away to Moncrief.
Moncrief going one-on-one.
And Jordan there got a hand up in front of him, but a follow was good.
Well, Orlando came across to help. When he did that, let Cummings have the lane to the hoop.
Cummings now with 28.
Oh, great hesitation move by Woolridge.
He's got 29.
He brought the ball, took 2 dribbles, looked at Brewer into the eye, acted like he was going to shoot the jumper, which got Brewer up off his feet and took it to the hoop for the
Milwaukee with the ball in a 2-point lead. 1:20 remaining in this game. Moncrief tried to get it away, but broken up by Daly and gets it away to Jordan. Oh, showtime for Mr. Jordan. And we are tied at...
Well, here's one of these nice fancy dunks. Most players really don't have to worry about doing that. They're just stretching to get to the hoop. Being a coach, I think I'd rather see him...
The ties were far apart, 12-30 and then 102.
Moncrief and Cummings, a little 2-on-2 game. Nice.
Cummings again, and he's got 30.
Super move. Took a bigger, slower Caldwell Jones one-on-one little baby jumper.
104-102, Bucks over Bulls. Daly, no. Corzine tried to slap it up. Jones there. Caldwell Jones with one of his few buckets, but a big one.
Well, good follow by Jones. Corzine kept it alive. The 2 big towers in there working on the boards hard.
All right, 40 seconds remaining.
Cummings again, one-on-one. Oh, he's
Shoots over. It'll go for Cummings. He's got 32. He's got 14 points in this quarter. 106-104. So with a timeout and Milwaukee leading, 106-104. Well, I tell you, this one's going to come right down to the 0 hour here. Only 34 seconds remaining in this one.
Well, they didn't even come down to pressure. I can't believe that.
All right, so they bring it up without any trouble. Daly alley-ooping it to Jordan. Goes along the baseline, pulls up. There's a reverse, and he's fouled as he goes under.
Well, that wasn't very difficult. Was clear it out, give it to the young rookie, and let him go.
Here he goes, coming along the baseline right at you.
Puts the ball in his left hand very nicely, takes it to the hoop. Brewer comes over to help. He's just trying to draw the foul here, that's all. Brewer had him in a lot of trouble.
Jordan now with 20 points.
Well, we might see an overtime here, huh? 25 seconds, they'll hold it for 1 shot.
You got a shot at it because it's a 1-point game. See if Jordan can knot it. The rookie ready. He's got it. Boy, he's got ice water in those veins after all, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's got 21 points. We're tied at 106. All right, Hodges, who has really gotten a lot more playing time tonight than I think even he expected to get. And they've got him in there right now.
Yeah, Milwaukee's got a timeout left. You might see him use it if they get confused.
Cummings off the glass. No! And that'll be a blocking foul. Will be at the line with 7 seconds remaining.
Well, you hate to see a game come down to 1 call, regardless of which way it goes. There's Caldwell Jones down there.
Terry Cummings at the line.
You call it. Looks like he's got pretty good position.
Boy, it did.
That's the toughest call in basketball to make, though.
5 fouls on Caldwell Jones, and the free throw is good. Cummings with 33 points. 107-106.
Bulls have a timeout. Obviously, they'll use it to get the ball at half court.
He got them both. He rattled it right down through, gives him 34. And with 7 seconds remaining, Kevin Lockery's got to call the biggest timeout of the night here as Terry Cummings has scored 16 points. Woolridge will put it in play at midcourt.
Dick Bavetta telling Orlando that he can't move up and down the line. You can walk. This is easy on the side. Both Jordan and Daly down low, probably coming off picks. One or the other will get the ball and probably make a one-on-one move.
Get it into Jordan. Spins, jumps, way back out it goes, and this game is over. The rookie went up for the shot all right, but it was too hard, and then nobody was able to rebound it on the far side. In fact, it was slapped almost back out to midcourt. And the Milwaukee Bucks, led by the great charge of Terry Cummings in the fourth quarter, have won this game. The final, the Milwaukee Bucks 108, the Chicago Bulls 106, and we're going to relive the last 7 seconds.
You got the ball in Jordan's hands, which is probably where you want it. The only thing that you could have done different, I think, is really try to take the ball to the hoop. That way, you're either going to maybe get the basket or draw a foul. A lot of times in this situation, referees just won't call fouls when you take a jump shot like that at the end of the game.
All right, you see it, 108-106. The Bucks beat the Bulls. We'll be back right after this.